know, he comes in the last game, not expected to play much all year, and has 5 points, 4 rebounds in just a short period of time against Michigan State. Could become a key player.
That was his first action of his career at Iowa, redshirted last year. Ray Jackson in for the Fab Five. And a kick. Michigan will inbound.
Watch Weber. Steps right over, gets his composed feeling, goes up with the stuff. Brilliant play.
AC Earl back in. He's on Rose. Now a switch off. Rose up. Oh, that's going to be goaltending.
Well, no question about the call, but it shows you the timing by AC Earl. He just was too far under the basket when he went up on this one, but he catches it right on the way as it starts down. Great timing. Long arms. There's that back screen, and Earl puts it on the floor, Nate. It almost looks like he's uncoordinated when he does that, but he has the ability to keep that ball in his possession.
That was off of Rose. Iowa with 2 freshmen on the floor right now. Actually, 3 freshmen. Oh, 2 freshmen. They've taken Millard out. Here's Glasper. He's one of them. And the other freshman is Kenyon Murray, who is now with the basketball right there.
And a former Mr. Basketball of Michigan, so a little emotion for him here today.
Earl not even close on the baseline turnaround. Iowa had hit its last 5 from the floor before that one.
And see how Tom Davis has moved his press up a little bit further. Now what Michigan's going to try to do is to throw over the front line of the Iowa press. They've got the size with Rose back there to do it. Now Riley in the game gives him another big target.
So Weber out, Riley in, and back in now for Iowa is Winters, joined by Jim Bartles, who's getting his first playing time.
Here we go into the zone with Winters playing on top, and he drops all the way down inside.
Jackson nails the 3. Now they call it a 2. They rule it a 2.
Jackson wanting to get back into that starting lineup, playing very aggressive basketball since he came back from that injury.
Jackson
There's
missed.
a switch. Somebody's wide open.
I was about to say that Jackson missed 7 games because of a dislocated shoulder. Do you think it's just a matter of time before they work him back in, get the starting spot
I would think so, Jim. He gives them so much defensively. He's a very aggressive basketball player, and that became a unit that was hard to handle last year at the end of the season. I would anticipate that 5 will get back together again shortly.
Looking Bill in, and he's inbounding for Iowa. Winters right underneath. Pump fake. And the rebound to Rose. Oh, way too high. Off the glass. Bartles has it.
Jalen might have thought that Chris Webber was still in the game. He threw it up there where Webber can grab it. Riley not as quick off his feet.
They had to stop the action to fix the net at the Iowa end. And some people a little upset. They thought the Hawkeyes had a break opportunity.
And if they had missed the basket, they'd say, why didn't you stop the game and let the net come down? So you can't win if you're a ref sometimes.
But it was the right call.
There's that double team from the weak side again.
Looking Bill, 3-pointer off the back of the rim. King settles down in the backcourt. We'll bring it up.
And here you see the 1-2-2 zone. Winters up top.
Riley had position, did a great job of backing in on Looking Bill.
Well, Jim, what happened to Looking Bill? He was so low down on the blocks. He has got to front Riley in that situation. Oh, there's a solid
Rose
screen.
just took out Looking Bill.
Now, you know, I really don't agree with that call, Jim, unless they're calling it on Looking Bill.
They are calling it on Looking Bill.
I'll tell you why. Looking Bill was not planted, and Rose has the right to be moving. The fact that Rose knocked Looking Bill down does not mean that's a foul. Now watch this right here.
But is it a foul the other way?
No, I think it's a foul on Looking Bill. He was not planted to set the solid screen. He's the one that created the contact. Rose was already moving. He has the right. Showed he's a little stronger than we think. He put Looking Bill right in his back.
Smith off the deflection by Earl. Smith takes it, had the right spin on it. 19-13 Michigan.
There again, they're throwing over the top of the press. Tom Davis is going to recognize that and change some things.
There's There's a turnover. And a break in the action with the Wolverines leading by 6.
And it's going to be this man right here. Looking Bill's going to come in. He's going to hit Rose, and he's going to end up on the floor. But the foul is going to be on Looking Bill because he's a moving screen, does not have position. Excellent call by the referees.
It almost appeared to me, Billy, that Looking Bill was going to slide right by Rose and hardly make contact. I thought maybe it was going to be a no call.
Well, then Rose did a good job by making sure there was contact. Nice job by Riley on the inside.
Michigan with the 6-point lead. Talley in. Michael Talley now in for the first time. Number 14 for Michigan.
And the 2-3 zone stays, and there's that same attack.
Winters stripped it away. Barnes, three-pointer. Weber was hacked by Winters when he went up for the rebound. Millard back in along with Murray. Webb and Winters sit.
Jim, Winters going down. He had 18 rebounds in a ball game against American U, to give you an idea of how he can get up on the boards. Very strong. Here's that 1-2, 1-1 full court pressure. Go ahead.
Wolverines with a rebounding edge right now of 10-2.
Tally into the game. He's had big games against Iowa in his career.
Riley with a nice touch. He's their top free throw shooter also, the 7-footer. Smooth on that one.
Kenny Murray down low. They double team. Good pass weak side.
Millard got it in to Earl. And the foul against Michigan. Against Ray Jackson. Next Saturday on CBS, Florida State and UConn. 2 o'clock Eastern time. And that'll be followed by the AT&T Pebble Beach National Pro-Am will premiere our golf coverage on CBS 93 style from really my favorite spot in the whole world, Pebble Beach.
But Jim, you know, you see that Florida State situation. They were part of that back-to-back nights this week when Florida State had that loss against North Carolina in a game that they had salted away.
21-point lead in that
exactly.
game, second half.
And Michigan State, of course, had Iowa to the point that you'd never believe Iowa could come back in that game and win. A part of the changing focus in college basketball, and one in which I think the semi-delay game is going to have to become an important part of coaching philosophy. The way teams shoot that three and occupy the 45-second shot clock.
Iowa somehow scored 21 points in the last 3 minutes of regulation to get that game to overtime. Talley. Underneath Earl, and a player on his back. They call it on Weber.
Now, Jim, remember at the start of the show, we talked about telestrating the way Iowa gets a triangle on the basket to rebound. Here is a perfect example. Watch the blocking out. Millard puts the body on Weber. Doesn't allow him to get inside. And there's AC Earl picking off the rebound, but Michigan had no way to get inside position. Good technique, great coaching there by Tom Davis.
Right here, good-looking prospect for Iowa.
Asked to move out of the starting lineup, said he feels more comfortable coming in as a reserve.
And he hits the 2 as we're talking about him. Cuts it to 5, 21-16 Michigan. Riley. Over the back, it's going to be on Weber.
Again, defensive positioning on the boards by Iowa. Weber has to go over the back because Iowa's got everything covered inside.
Second on Weber, the 5th team foul against Michigan.
Jim, one of the things, if I were Iowa, that I would do, I would feed the post, being AC Earl, with Smith, who's not their best outside shooter. Because what's happening, they're feeding the post with their best outside shooter. Therefore, the double team's taking place. They're not worried about Smith. Let Smith pass the ball down low.
Murray from almost the same spot he hit a minute ago. Rose with the long outlet. Weber trailing. Murray gets back for the rebound, and Jackson bumped him. That'll be the 6th team foul and the 2nd against Ray Jackson.
That was a well-executed fast break by Michigan, and Weber almost pulled off.